Hello, my lovely Libras, and a very warm welcome to your 21-22 forecast. 2020, of course, a life-changing year. And as we move into 2021, there is a slightly different flavor to the aspects. We've certainly got some challenges coming up. We're certainly still in the throes of huge transformations on our planet. And perhaps the biggest theme of this year that is with us all year, pretty much, is this square between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. And for you, this Saturn is in your 5th house and Uranus in the 8th house. The square is particularly strong between February and the end of July, and also November, December, but nonetheless, it's within close enough orb to call it a square all year long. So on a wider level, I think we're going to continue to see riots, protests, fighting for our freedoms against authorities and restrictions and rules and regulations. And on a personal level, this is going to be about you, my lovely Libras, looking at where are you holding yourself back? Many of you want that dream relationship, that lover. But what are you doing in your life to put yourself on the frequency of loving yourself, of loving who you are, looking at that mirror and going, wow, I look lovely. I'm really surprised that nobody's with me yet. I'm surprised I haven't been snapped up, if that's what you're looking for. So it's about the change in frequency, freeing yourself of heavy frequencies. The Saturn is like a heavier energy. The Uranus is a breaking out energy. And Uranus in Taurus is about shaking up our values. And you might now want to look as we move into this 2021, what are your 3 top values? What matters most to you? If this was your last year upon this planet Earth, what are the things that you would want to accomplish? Who are the people you'd want to be with? Where would you want to be? What is it you want to contribute? Ask yourself that kind of a power question, because this is that kind of a power year where you need to break out of all the old habit patterns that have restricted you, that's kept you limited. You might be in a relationship that you've been really unhappy in, but you've been too frightened to break out of it or make some changes. You might be in a job situation or not in a job situation, not knowing what you want to do, but kind of having an inkling of the things that you like. Time to pursue those things, time to create for yourself a wider future. This energy of the Saturn in the 5th is not limiting your excitement about your future. It could bring you a new romance, but it could also bring you a new business, you starting your own business, doing something that you really love and enjoy. Breaking out of a limited belief that I'm not sure I can do that. I'm not sure that would make me money. I'm not sure how other people would, I need money to be invested. I'm not sure I would get it. All those limiting thoughts, it's about finding ways to break out of those limitations that you place on yourself and creating more joy in your life, more pleasure in your life. It really is, Libras, about you being responsible for your own happiness and not taking on too many burdensome responsibilities. If it feels onerous and it feels heavy, don't take it on. Obviously, if it's something that you have to do, because Saturn really imposes certain regulations, certain structures that we must abide by, but keep it loose, keep it so that you have structures that you do need, but that you don't take on suffocating structures that stop you from achieving the dreams and the things that you want to achieve and the things that bring you a deeper meaning in life. That's going to be the big subject this year. What brings me meaning? The quest for meaning. And what do I need to learn and change because of the nodes in Gemini and Sagittarius? How do I need to change my thinking in order to be a wonderful contributor to this new earth that is going to emerge, whether we like it or not? So on January the 7th, Mars finally coming out of the 7th house of relationships, where it's been for many months, and until the beginning of March is going to be in this 8th house for you. Don't worry, at the end of the video, there will be the dates of everything, so you'll be able to know when those important dates are. You don't have to concentrate too hard. Just enjoy and sit back as I'm explaining everything to you. So Mars in this 8th house until the beginning of March. It's a wonderful time for really maybe getting to some kind of a business relationship, a business partnership. It's a good time for pushing forward with some kind of a financial situation. You might be looking at investments, pensions, taxes, insurances, your banking situation, generally pushing forward, breaking out of something you might have always done financially and looking for new ways of handling money, new ways of creating the wealth that you want to create. You might find yourself managing somebody else's resources. They might entrust you to help them create the safety and security they want. Now, on May the 15th, we've got Jupiter coming into this 6th house, going to be there until the end of July. So Jupiter in the 6th, this is a wonderful time for expanding your work area, for maybe volunteering. It's a wonderful time for expanding your knowledge of health and well-being. You might decide you want to become a healer or do something in the healing and divination arts. And it's a wonderful time maybe for extending some skills. Yes, you might have certain skills, but no, it's time for learning new ones so that you are more marketable and you've got something more you can offer. At the end of July, Jupiter goes back into the 5th house until the end of the year. And so again, this can bring romance. It can also bring an opportunity to focus on what brings you joy and bringing out the inner child within you, the playfulness, the one that wants to skip down the road sometimes, but doesn't do it. On May the 29th, we've got a lunar eclipse happening here in your 3rd house. And on June 10th, a solar eclipse in the 9th house. So activation in the eclipses this year, 3rd and 9th house, my lovely Libras. This is going to do with learning, studying. You might learn something new. You might teach it. You might go on a course. You might be working with your, again, this solar eclipse, the meaning of life. Why am I here? You might be going traveling, an opportunity to travel. I know that certain things have been certainly limited or curtailed, but you might find a way around it and go somewhere even far away. And if you don't do it physically, you might be doing it mentally and emotionally. And then on November the 19th, we've got a lunar eclipse happening in the 8th. And on December the 4th, whoopsie daisy, a solar eclipse happening in the 3rd. So the lunar eclipse in the 8th, this could be finances, something you've not been seeing coming to a head. You see something from a new perspective. It could be a greater intimacy in a relationship. You get closer, you bare your soul. And this lovely solar eclipse in the 3rd can bring you a new community of people, new tribe, new people that you get together with, that you really feel you've got a real connection on the mental level, which you love. Libras, you're an air sign, and you can begin to collaborate and maybe work in cooperation with others for a goal that you all want to achieve together. So my lovely Libras, there you have it. Thank you so much to those of you who support this channel on Patreon. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subbing. Bye for now.